Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to have you here today. Today's presentation is titled 33rd Degree Knowledge, Secrets of the Elite. We're going to explore some fascinating insights about the upper echelons of secret societies and what makes their knowledge so exclusive. Over the next few minutes, we'll uncover the mysteries behind the 33rd degree and what it signifies within the ranks of the elite. So, let's dive in and discover what lies behind these secrets. Now, let's take a closer look at the core of our presentation, the introduction to secret knowledge. When we talk about this, we're really exploring the hidden teachings and information that have been passed down through various groups and societies throughout history. These teachings often hold powerful insights that are not readily accessible to everyone, and they can influence many aspects of our world. We're also going to examine the idea that some of this knowledge has been kept secret intentionally, fueling speculation and intrigue. Understanding this foundation is essential because it sets the stage for delving into specific organizations, like the famous Freemasons, and uncovering their role in shaping these hidden teachings. As we go along, keep in mind how these secret knowledge traditions connect with broader themes of enlightenment, power, and mystery that run through history. This will help us appreciate the significance of what lies beneath the surface and why it continues to captivate our curiosity today. Welcome to this next section, where we delve into the concept of secret knowledge. Now, when I say secret knowledge, I'm referring to information that's often hidden or not readily accessible to the general public. It's the kind of knowledge that's been kept under wraps, sometimes intentionally, sometimes through tradition or secrecy. Understanding this hidden layer of information is crucial because it can reveal how power, influence, and even innovation are sometimes controlled behind the scenes. Throughout this presentation, we'll explore how such knowledge has shaped history, influenced decisions, and even impacted the way we see the world today. By uncovering these secrets, we gain a deeper insight into the broader themes of transparency versus secrecy, and the importance of questioning what we're told. So, as we move forward, keep in mind that secret knowledge isn't just about conspiracy theories. It's about understanding the hidden forces that may be at play beneath the surface of what's visible. Now, let's explore the concept of secret knowledge. Essentially, it refers to information that's deliberately kept from the general public, often seen as something reserved for elites or as a pathway to deeper understanding. Its importance lies in its power to empower certain individuals, create exclusive access to wisdom, and even influence societal structures by controlling what people know. Looking at its origins, secret knowledge has deep roots in ancient civilizations. Back then, wisdom was often confined to the ruling classes or spiritual leaders, linked to power and spiritual authority. Over time, this tradition evolved through secret societies and esoteric teachings, which have significantly shaped cultural narratives and social hierarchies. Recognizing this history helps us understand how knowledge has been used both as a tool of control and a means of enlightenment. In modern society, secret knowledge still plays a major role. It acts as a powerful tool for societal division and control, often giving elite groups enhanced influence over the masses. This creates an atmosphere of mystery and exclusivity, which reinforces social hierarchies and shapes cultural stories throughout history. So, understanding this dynamic is crucial to grasping how knowledge functions within the broader context of power and societal structure. Now, let's take a closer look at who the select few really are. These are individuals who have reached extraordinary levels of influence, wisdom, and mastery in their fields. They often include leaders in politics, business, and even esoteric circles, people who possess access to hidden or exclusive knowledge that can shape society in profound ways. But why is this knowledge kept secret? Well, secrecy plays a crucial role here. It helps protect the unique insights, rituals, and privileges that these elites hold. It fosters a sense of exclusivity, making sure that only those deemed worthy can access and understand these profound truths. This also helps preserve traditions and prevents misuse of powerful information that could potentially be dangerous if it fell into the wrong hands. Now, this dynamic creates what we call a knowledge disparity, an uneven distribution of information that results in an elite class with access to exclusive insights. This disparity can lead to inequality, as those with privileged access gain more power and influence. It's a cycle that perpetuates societal imbalances, reinforcing differences in opportunity and status. Understanding this concept is essential because it reveals how secret knowledge isn't just about individual mastery. It's about shaping societal structures and determining who holds power. Recognizing this helps us see the bigger picture of how information, secrecy, and influence intertwine in our world. Let's take a closer look at the Cabal and its teachings. The term Cabal often refers to a secretive group believed to wield hidden influence, and understanding their teachings can shed light on some of the covert power structures at play. These teachings are usually shrouded in secrecy, but they often emphasize control, manipulation, and the pursuit of specific agendas. It's important to recognize that such groups tend to operate behind the scenes, shaping events and policies without public awareness. By exploring their principles, we can better understand how they might influence global affairs and societal norms. Connecting this to the overall theme of the presentation, it highlights the importance of awareness and critical thinking about the forces that drive our world. Recognizing these hidden influences helps us become more informed and empowered to question what we're told. Now, let's explore the Hermetic principles outlined in the Kybalion. These principles form the foundation for understanding how the universe truly operates. They emphasize that everything is interconnected and nothing exists in isolation. For example, the law of mentalism teaches us that the universe is essentially a mental creation, meaning that consciousness and mind are fundamental to reality. The law of correspondence, often summarized as above, so below, highlights the mirrored relationships between different levels of existence. Then there's the law of vibration, which states that everything is in constant motion and vibrates at its own frequency. Recognizing these laws helps us see how interconnected all things are and how we can influence our reality through our thoughts, feelings, and actions. By understanding and applying these principles, we can elevate our consciousness, master our environment, and move toward greater personal and spiritual growth. This understanding aligns perfectly with the overall theme of mastery and higher awareness that runs through this presentation. Let's take a closer look at the significance of understanding within the context of the Cabal. When we talk about understanding the teachings of the Cabal, we're really emphasizing the pursuit of hidden knowledge, those deeper truths that aren't always immediately visible. This pursuit helps us develop discernment and wisdom, which are crucial for navigating the complex realities we face. When we gain this awareness, it opens the door to deeper insights, empowering us to grow personally and spiritually. Ultimately, understanding acts as a key. It's what unlocks mastery over our own reality and helps us see beyond surface appearances. Now, let's consider the role of initiation. In this tradition, initiation isn't just a ritual, it's a transformative process. It grants us access to higher levels of wisdom and spiritual insights that aren't available through ordinary means. Through initiation, we're empowered to cultivate discernment, meaning we become better at telling what's truly important or genuine. It aligns us with higher truths and helps us understand the universe's deeper mysteries, bringing us closer to enlightenment. Finally, there's the concept of wisdom in discourse. The Cabal stresses that real knowledge often comes through meaningful dialogue, through sharing ideas, asking questions, and listening deeply. True wisdom arises from clarity and understanding in our conversations. When we value these qualities, we're more likely to unlock profound truths, build enlightened connections, and elevate not just ourselves but collective consciousness. So, in essence, wisdom in discourse isn't just about talking. It's about fostering a deeper, shared understanding that propels us all forward. Now, let's take a closer look at some of the most intriguing and secretive organizations from history. These groups often operated behind the scenes, wielding influence in ways that many people still don't fully understand. They're often shrouded in mystery, which only adds to their allure and the sense of secrecy surrounding them. What's fascinating is that these organizations weren't just about covert operations. They often aimed to shape political, social, or economic outcomes far beyond what most of us realize. Their existence raises questions about how much power is held out of public view and how hidden agendas can influence the course of history. Throughout this presentation, we're exploring how these secret groups fit into the broader narrative of power and control. Understanding their role helps us see the bigger picture of how influence can operate beneath the surface, shaping events in ways that are often unseen but deeply impactful. Let's take a closer look at some of the most notorious groups throughout history and their lasting impact. First, the Illuminati, founded back in 1776, aimed to promote Enlightenment ideals like reason and scientific thinking. Although it was officially dissolved, the idea that it still influences politics and culture persists, fueling countless conspiracy theories. This reflects a deep-seated fear of secret control and hidden agendas, and its legacy continues to symbolize the ongoing tension between transparency and covert power in society. Next, we have Skull and Bones, established in 1832 at Yale University. This society is known for its secrecy and elite traditions. Over the years, it has produced influential leaders, including presidents and major business figures, creating a powerful network that wields significant socio-political influence. The mystique and exclusivity surrounding Skull and Bones only add to its reputation as a secret society with outsized power. Finally, let's talk about the Rosicrucians, emerging in the early 17th century. They are a mystical society that blends esoteric spiritual traditions with alchemy. They claim to possess secret knowledge of the universe's hidden truths, and their teachings have influenced modern metaphysical practices and philosophies. Their focus on inner transformation and hidden wisdom aims to promote enlightenment from within, making them a symbol of mystical knowledge and spiritual insight. So these groups, though different in their origins and approaches, each reflect the human fascination with secret knowledge, power, and the unseen forces that shape our world. Their stories remind us of the ongoing tension between openness and secrecy in society. Now, let's take a closer look at how secret societies have evolved over time and how they continue to survive in our world today. Historically, these groups were quite visible. They were celebrated and recognized for their influence on society, politics, and culture. But as society progressed, their public acknowledgement diminished, and they moved into the shadows. This shift from visibility to obscurity wasn't just about secrecy for secrecy's sake. It often reflected societal fears about the concentration of power and how change was perceived. Today, these organizations are less about public ceremonies and more about subtle influence. They have adapted to modern societal shifts while still holding on to their core principles. Their current relevance is evident in their impact on politics, culture, and economics, showing how secrecy can be a powerful tool in shaping perceptions and maintaining influence behind the scenes. Now, looking at their underground operations, these groups historically operated covertly, using secret channels for communication, intelligence gathering, and political maneuvering. This underground activity made them resilient and adaptable, allowing them to survive even when under scrutiny. Their clandestine networks not only helped them persist, but also enabled them to influence major societal changes, all while safeguarding their esoteric knowledge and long-term objectives. So, in essence, the evolution of secret societies reflects a broader theme of adaptation and resilience, showing how secrecy remains a strategic tool for influence, even as the world around them transforms. Now, let's take a closer look at what lies beneath the surface of the Freemasons. When we say, the Freemasons unveiled, we're really talking about peeling back the layers of mystery surrounding this historic organization. It's important to understand that Freemasonry is often misunderstood or shrouded in secrecy, but at its core, it's about fraternity, moral development, and shared values. They have a long history that dates back centuries, and over the years, they've accumulated a reputation that's both intriguing and sometimes controversial. This slide aims to shed light on some of the key aspects, like their rituals, symbols, and the principles they stand for, so we can better understand their role in history and society. Connecting this to our overall theme, exploring the true nature of Freemasonry helps us see how secret societies influence culture, power, and even conspiracy theories. It's about understanding not just the myths, but also the real foundations of what this organization represents. So, as we go through this, keep in mind how these elements fit into the bigger picture of influence and perception. Let's take a closer look at the history and origins of Freemasonry. It all began in the late 1500s and early 1600s, emerging from the guilds of stonemasons and builders who worked on cathedrals and castles. Over time, these guilds evolved into a broader system that emphasized ethical practices, philosophical teachings, and personal growth. Freemasonry developed its own rituals and symbols, which served to promote self-improvement and contribute to societal betterment. Now, when we think about the beginnings of Freemasonry, it's important to recognize its roots in medieval stonemason guilds. These guilds were secretive, skilled groups that passed down knowledge through generations. The craft, as it's often called, was more than just about building. It became a quest for enlightenment, an exploration of moral and philosophical ideas aimed at shaping better individuals and, in turn, a better society. This quest is symbolized through intricate rituals and meaningful symbols, which serve as tools for teaching and personal reflection. Moving on to the mystery surrounding the craft, Freemasonry has long been shrouded in secrecy, which adds to its allure. Throughout history, many prominent figures, like George Washington, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, and Winston Churchill, played key roles in shaping its influence. Their involvement helped elevate the organization's stature and spread its core values of brotherhood, enlightenment, and civic responsibility. These leaders exemplified how Freemasonry's principles could inspire individuals to contribute positively to society. In summary, the history of Freemasonry is a fascinating journey from humble guild origins to a global organization that champions moral development and societal progress. Its enduring legacy is reflected in the lives of influential figures and the universal ideals it promotes. Understanding its roots and evolution helps us appreciate the ongoing relevance of its teachings today. Now, let's explore how Freemasonry has played a significant role in shaping society through various means. One of the most impressive examples is its influence on the construction of Gothic cathedrals. These magnificent structures weren't just architectural marvels. They embodied deep spiritual and symbolic meanings. The intricate designs, precise geometric patterns, and the collective effort of skilled craftsmen reflected the masons' dedication to their craft. More than just building stones, these cathedrals served as physical representations of their values: faith, community, and the pursuit of excellence. Moving beyond architecture, Freemasonry is rich in symbolism and rituals that serve to teach moral lessons and build a sense of belonging among members. These symbols and ceremonies aren't just ancient traditions. They're tools to promote virtues like integrity, charity, and fraternity. Through these practices, Freemasonry influences social relationships and encourages personal growth, inspiring members to live ethically and support each other. And today, Freemasonry continues to evolve while maintaining its core values. Modern Masons focus on brotherhood, charity, and community service, but they also adapt to contemporary societal norms. Many members prioritize personal development and ethical living, fostering a sense of community that welcomes people from all walks of life. So, whether through historic contributions or current practices, Freemasonry's role in society remains impactful, emphasizing moral integrity, community, and continuous growth, values that resonate with the overarching theme of building a better society. Now, let's turn our attention to the topic of secrets and their controversies. This slide highlights how secrets can be both powerful and problematic. They can protect privacy and foster trust, but at the same time, they often lead to misunderstandings or even mistrust when they're uncovered. Throughout history, secrets have played a crucial role in everything from personal relationships to national security. But as we'll see, the controversies around secrets often revolve around questions of ethics, transparency, and the potential harm or benefit they bring. It's important to recognize that secrets aren't inherently good or bad. They depend heavily on context and intent. This ties into our overall theme of how information management impacts trust and decision-making in various spheres of life. So, as we move forward, keep in mind the balance between protecting what needs to be kept private and the risks of hiding too much. Let's take a closer look at the difference between secret knowledge and public perception. What often happens is that myths tend to overshadow the reality of what's really going on. Sometimes, elite groups keep secrets for reasons like maintaining power or ensuring protection. But at the same time, these secrets get tangled up with misconceptions that spread widely, fueling conspiracy theories. This creates a kind of fertile ground for speculation about their true motives and intentions. Now, media plays a big role here. It tends to sensationalize these secrets, framing them either as mythical or as dangerous tools for manipulation. This kind of portrayal can distort the truth, making it harder for us to see the complex realities behind what's hidden. Instead, we often get caught up in misconceptions that overshadow the nuanced truths of these hidden knowledge systems. This leads us to a fundamental tension: the desire for transparency versus the allure of secrecy. People naturally want to know the truth, but at the same time, the idea of secret knowledge can be intriguing and mysterious. This dynamic sparks skepticism and even conspiracy theories, making it a challenge to distinguish fact from fiction. So, as we explore this theme, remember that understanding the reality behind secrets requires careful discernment. It's about questioning what's presented to us and recognizing the difference between myth and fact in the quest for genuine understanding. Now, let's consider the ethics and morality surrounding secrecy. When knowledge is hidden, it raises important questions about power and responsibility. Who controls this information, and to what extent should they be held accountable? The problem is that hoarding secrets can lead to manipulation or even harm, especially if those secrets are used for personal gain rather than the greater good. This creates a moral dilemma. Should individuals or organizations withhold information to protect society, or does secrecy itself pose a risk? Moving on, those who hold knowledge also carry a significant ethical duty. They must carefully balance the need for secrecy with the need for transparency. Using knowledge responsibly is essential because misuse can lead to manipulation, societal mistrust, or even harm. Ultimately, their choices shape the moral fabric of society, impacting trust and integrity at a fundamental level. Looking ahead, the future of secret organizations will likely depend on transparency and public trust. As society becomes more aware and demands accountability, the very nature of secrecy will be questioned. This could lead to a shift. Perhaps these organizations will need to operate more openly, transforming their influence and role within our social and political systems. So, in essence, the ethical considerations around secrecy are not just about hidden information. They're about accountability, morality, and the kind of society we want to build. Now, let's turn our attention to the fascinating concept of the legacy of secret knowledge. Throughout history, many hidden teachings and mysterious insights have been passed down in whispers, often guarded by secret societies or cloaked in symbolism. These secrets have shaped cultures, philosophies, and even modern thinking in ways we might not fully realize. What's really intriguing is how these hidden teachings often contain profound truths that challenge mainstream narratives. They invite us to look beyond surface appearances and question what we've been told. This legacy of secret knowledge serves as a bridge connecting past and present, reminding us that there's always more to discover beneath the surface. As we explore this theme, remember that these secrets aren't just about mystery or exclusivity. They're about expanding our understanding and encouraging curiosity. They highlight the importance of critical thinking and the pursuit of truth, which ties directly back to our overall theme of seeking deeper knowledge and understanding. As we move to slide 19, let's consider how the legacy of secret knowledge continues to influence our modern society. First, on political and economic power dynamics, this hidden wisdom has historically favored elite groups, creating systems that often perpetuate inequality. These exclusive networks influence policy decisions and control markets, which in turn shape societal structures and limit opportunities for many. It's important to recognize how this power imbalance affects everyday life. Next, the cultural impact and public understanding are equally significant. The idea of secret knowledge from these elite groups has deeply influenced art, literature, and philosophy, shaping our collective narratives and societal norms. This hidden wisdom fuels fascination. People are both reverent and skeptical, yet it impacts how society perceives authority and power. This duality influences how we understand the world around us. Finally, educational initiatives inspired by this knowledge aim to promote critical thinking, ethical leadership, and personal growth. These programs are designed to empower individuals with the tools to positively influence society, encouraging informed decision-making and a sense of social responsibility. So, in the context of our overall theme, these elements highlight how the legacy of secret knowledge continues to shape, challenge, and potentially improve the fabric of modern society. Now, let's look ahead to the future of esoteric knowledge and consider whether these secrets will survive in our digital age. On one hand, the internet and digital connectivity make it easier than ever to share information quickly and broadly. But at the same time, this rapid dissemination can also lead to the dilution of true understanding. It's one thing to access a piece of secret wisdom, but another to truly grasp its essence. So, the challenge moving forward is how to discern authentic teachings from mere noise, ensuring that the core secrets aren't lost or distorted over time. Another important point is how the rise of digital transparency is changing the landscape. Traditionally, many esoteric traditions kept their knowledge hidden, reserved for initiates. Now, there's a push towards openness, which can actually be beneficial. By demystifying some of these practices, we foster greater understanding and make these teachings more accessible. This transparency encourages collective growth. People can learn, question, and deepen their understanding, while still respecting and preserving the essential wisdom at the heart of these traditions. Finally, the legacy of secret knowledge continues to influence new spiritual movements. These groups often draw inspiration from esoteric philosophies, but they tend to adapt them for modern seekers. They emphasize personal empowerment and collective consciousness, reinterpreting ancient secrets to help individuals find meaning and connection in today's world. So, in a sense, the esoteric wisdom is evolving, becoming more integrated into contemporary spiritual practices, while still maintaining its core principles of interconnectedness and deeper understanding. All of this highlights that the future of esoteric knowledge depends on how we balance preservation with innovation, openness with authenticity, ensuring these secrets continue to inspire and guide future generations. As we reach the conclusion, I want to reflect on what we've explored today, the path of enlightenment. It's really about understanding that this journey isn't just about reaching a destination, but about continuous growth and awareness. Throughout the presentation, we've seen how mindfulness, self-awareness, and compassion are essential steps along this path. These concepts help us navigate life's challenges with clarity and resilience. Remember, enlightenment isn't a sudden event. It's a gradual process of learning and evolving. Connecting these ideas back to our overall theme, it's clear that the pursuit of enlightenment encourages us to look inward, question our assumptions, and develop a deeper connection with ourselves and others. So, as you move forward, keep in mind that every small step you take on this path contributes to a greater sense of peace and understanding. Embracing this journey can truly transform not just your perspective, but your entire life. Let's take a moment to reflect on the role of secrecy in our lives. As we've seen, secrecy often acts as both a shield and a weapon in the complex dance between knowledge and power. It can protect us, but it can also be used to control or hide truths. The key insight here is that true enlightenment comes from understanding that sharing wisdom can actually elevate our collective consciousness. When we do this, we transform power from something that might oppress into a force that can liberate and empower us all. Now, on a personal level, understanding the nature of secrecy is crucial for growth. When we seek to understand what is hidden, we empower ourselves to pursue truth, embrace wisdom, and develop self-awareness. This journey isn't just about acquiring knowledge, it's about deepening our connection with ourselves and the world around us. In this process, we discover how knowledge and personal transformation are intertwined. In today's world, overflowing with information, discernment becomes even more important. It's easy to get lost in the noise. That's where embracing a certain level of secrecy or restraint can help us find clarity. It guides us toward deeper understanding and invites us to look beyond superficial distractions. Ultimately, this pursuit of wisdom, through reflection and discernment, leads us to personal and collective enlightenment. So, when we think about the dance of knowledge and power, and how personal growth is fueled by understanding, we see that wisdom is not just about what we know, but how we approach what remains unseen or unspoken. It's about seeking truth with intention and integrity. In the end, embracing the mystery, or the secrecy, becomes a vital part of our journey toward a more enlightened, freer existence. Now, as we reach the final slide, I want to emphasize the importance of taking action. To truly foster enlightenment, each of us must embrace critical thinking, question what we're told, challenge established norms, and seek knowledge beyond just surface appearances. It's about nurturing a mindset that values inquiry and curiosity. By promoting open dialogue and engaging in thoughtful, analytical discussions, we create an environment where understanding can flourish. When we share perspectives freely, we break down barriers of secrecy and exclusivity, inviting diverse voices to contribute. This collective effort enriches our knowledge and moves us closer to uncovering deeper truths. Remember, the journey of seeking knowledge is ongoing. Embracing continuous learning transforms us into empowered individuals who are not content with the status quo. Instead, we challenge it, contribute meaningfully, and inspire others to pursue their own paths toward enlightenment and personal growth. So let's promote critical thinking, foster open conversations, and stay committed to our lifelong quest for understanding. Together, we can illuminate the way forward for ourselves and those around us. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate your time and attention throughout this presentation. I hope you've gained valuable insights into the Masonic audiobook library and how it can serve as a resource for knowledge, growth, and community. Remember, whether you're a longtime member or just curious, this library is here to support your journey. If you have any questions or want to explore further, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks again for being part of this experience. I look forward to seeing how you'll use these resources moving forward.